smudge a little bit of the ink, and it says this is water-based, good for illustration, and it doesn't smudge. In this video, I'll make a review of the Sakura Pigma Micron Pens. So these are all black pens in a 10 set from size 003 to size 12. These pens are made in Japan, and it says this is water-based, good for illustration, and it doesn't smudge. So I will test these pens on two kinds of paper, and let's see. Pen sizes. This is how small this 003. There. Commonly you will see 05. That's the common. So this is it. This is 003 comparing to the size 0, 8, 10, and 12. So that's how big and small it is. There you go. Inking on non-cotton watercolor paper. In this sketch, I use Canson XL watercolor paper. It's from huge watercolor paper sheets of 300 GSM that I made my own sketchbook. The pens run smoothly on this paper, but you have to wait for a few seconds for the ink to completely dry before touching or doing anything on the ink, like erasing the pencil lines on top of it or painting on top of it. I smudged accidentally a little area, but it's okay. I made this quick sketch for this video. However, if you plan to sell your art or display it as much as possible, there shouldn't be a mess like I did. I used different sizes of the pens. I like how the manufacturer created this set of pens. It has the smallest and thinnest up to the biggest and fattest pens. I bought a set of 10, but you can also purchase a set of 3, 6, or 8. You can check the description below for the link where you can get them. I smudge a little bit of the ink. It's not yet dry, so I let it dry a little bit, like a minute or a few seconds. Since this part is dry, I will erase it using my eraser. Painting on non-cotton watercolor paper. I let the ink completely dry while I prepare my watercolors and brushes. I love it as the product said it is smudge-proof, waterproof, and quick to dry. It only takes a few seconds or less than a minute for the ink to completely dry. I painted after inking, and even I added some lines on the sides of the books after painting. I totally love the result. Inking on 100% cotton watercolor paper. I used a sheet of 300 GSM 100% cotton cold press watercolor paper from Arch for this door. Even if the paper is 100% cotton, the ink doesn't bleed out as it happens to other pens and paper. This paper is more textured than the Canson XL I use for the books and cup, but still the ink dried completely in less than a minute. I'm careful this time and no smudges happened while working on this door. Painting on 100% cotton watercolor paper. I did a wet on wet technique for this door, and the ink stayed the same on my paper without any mess. These pens are perfect for ink and wash style of art and for those who love urban sketching. I tried both cellulose and cotton watercolor paper and I love it. My final thoughts. So here is the finished painting. The Sakura pen did not smudge on the paper with the paint, even before or after the painting. It's a very good pen that did not actually smudge unless if it's not yet too dry. What happened here is that just a few seconds after I put ink on this, I smudged it a little bit, but that's it. But you can just wait for 30 seconds to 1 minute to let the pen dry, and then you can paint on top of it using the Sakura pen. And here I just added some colors like shadows on some parts of the door. I hope you like my review of the Sakura Pigma Micron Pens. This is an honest review and this video is not sponsored. If you want to try these pens, check the description below and I suggest watching this next video.